But something I actually wanted to show you at the back of this chapel, we're not exactly sure why this part here is made from brick, but there's a few clues. This stained glass window is not original to the chapel. It's more of a modern one. It looks like somebody's had it made as a replacement. And all of this has been replaced with brick. And you can see there's some cracks up the walls. So I've got a feeling, because we're right next to the forest here, a tree could have fallen on the back of this chapel in a storm at some point and destroyed this part, destroyed the window, destroyed this part of the stone wall here. So they've just, in an attempt to just get it fixed quickly, they've rebuilt it with bricks and they've put a new stained glass window in, and they just used the old pieces of stone. And actually that keystone at the top is split in half. There's a big crack that runs through it. So somebody's actually glued it back together at some point. And also on the front of the chapel, the little bell tower that's on it, we have a photo from 1905 that shows that the original bell tower was made from stone. Now that's not there anymore. All that's left now is a wooden replacement. So it could have happened that a tree fell on the back of the chapel, destroyed this part, and knocked the little bell tower off at the front. So that's been replaced. And actually, there's a few little pieces of evidence lying around. This conical piece of stone is actually all that remains of the original bell tower. So this would have sat on top. So it was a stone bell tower with sort of arches, the Romanesque arches that match the front of the chapel. And it had a stone sort of cone-shaped roof on it. And that's all that's left of it. And actually this big piece of stone here, that's coming out, so that needs putting back in. But also, just behind me, in the edge of the forest, we basically have a stone graveyard, not a graveyard for bodies, but just a little graveyard of old, unused pieces of stone that came from the original chateau that was here. So let's go and have a look. So just here, you can see loads of pieces of old stone. And actually these pieces of stone, they weren't like this when we moved here. These were all just laid about everywhere. Now this, we don't know where it's from, but it is a stone sort of cone. So we don't know where it came from. But what I've got a feeling it might actually be from part of the original turret that was on the back of the chateau. There was an original stone staircase, like a turret, that was much smaller than the one that's there now. And the one that's there on the back of the chateau is square now. But we found an old drawing that shows a sort of round one. So it would have been a much smaller staircase. So that is that. You've also got all of these pieces of stone here. Now this is Gothic in style, so we don't know where it's from. It can't have been rejected pieces of stone from this chateau, so it doesn't match. So we don't know where, there's all stones here. We've got loads of these. These are all from an old doorway. And loads of pieces of stone here. So we're assuming that they came from the original chateau, but they may have been from a building that was here, because in an old map that we found from the Napoleonic era, there was an old map and it actually showed the chateau, the original chateau, and it also showed a row of buildings here, which was where these trees are now. So we've got no idea what was here, whether these are from that building or from the original chateau, but we don't know. But there's absolutely loads of them. There's pieces of granite. You can see this shaped edge here. This obviously was part of a column, a shaped column. So you've had loads of these stones stacked on top of each other. So you had an edge here and a nice rounded column here. So we don't know where they're from or what they were used for, but that's an old piece of the chateau roof. It's a piece of zinc. Look at this. So this piece of stone, look. You see these carved details on here, look. So this is actually part of an old arch by the looks of it. Can you imagine an arch maybe above a window or a door? Got these carved pieces of stone here, and these carved pieces here. Obviously it's just rubble that's left over. And this is a piece of, this is not granite, I think this is a piece of limestone, so that's not from the chateau, that's from another building. So everyone, I just want to introduce you to Benjamin in French, but it's spelt the same. Yeah. He's actually been filming me for the last couple of episodes, exactly. But you haven't seen him. So he's here one day a week at the moment, filming vlogs for me because everyone else is too busy. So there you go. Say hello to everyone.
Hello everyone. What should I say?
Nothing, just have the camera back. I'm joking. Well, the putty's all set. That means I can start sanding it back now. And as soon as that's set, I can probably put some primer on it. But we'll see how it goes first. I don't know if it's going to need any more putty in places, but we'll see how it goes. Tell you what, I've forgotten to use goggles and a mask because I've just got some dust in my eyes, so I'll be back in a second. To be honest, there's probably more dust in this mask than there is on the outside of it, but I think it'll be fine. Safety first. There we go. Ah, right, I'm all steamed up again. Apparently, everyone said, and this is going to be disgusting, is to spit in your finger and rub it in the inside of the goggles and probably it stops steaming up. No, it still steams up. It didn't work. Oh, I can see just enough. Okay, so I've spent quite a lot of time sanding it all back now, and obviously it's a different colour, this white bit to the wood, but the actual shape of it is completely as it would have been when it was brand new. I'm just going to put some white spirit on this and get the dust off. You can see just how much it's been rebuilt, look at that. So anywhere that it's white is where there was missing wood, which had rotted away, and now it's all been consolidated. One solid piece again. And the great thing is this polyester putty will never rot. And as long as the wood around it is kept dry and painted, then it should last a long, long time. Many, many years to come. You can see this end here, that was all completely missing there. But now, solid again. Right, that's all set now, and the wood's all been thoroughly cleaned with white spirit. I'm going to give this a little coat of primer here, just to see how it looks. Aha! Maybe that's a bit big to start painting. Right, I'll get another stick. Haha! I have located the murderer! Only joking. Genuinely can't find a stick. Oh, I could never find a stick when you need one. Useless. Plenty of sticks, but they're all too big. Or use the original stick. Aha. That'll do. Right, here we go. Oh, this has been in its tin for a while. Now, I'm not sure, nobody's ever confirmed this to me. I'm sure with painting you should at least try and go with the wood grain. Does that make any sense? Maybe it doesn't matter. But I do know that when you are painting, especially with oil paints, your brush, once you've got a good layer of paint on, your brush should not leave the paint from one side of the whatever you're painting to the other. So the brush should go onto the paint here, and it should not be lifted off until it's reached the other side. And that way you get perfectly even brush strokes. So like that, back and forth, back and forth. Actually, My grandfather was a painter decorator. He had his own business in Sittingbourne in Kent. Thorley and Petherick, I actually think it still exists, but it's not owned by the family anymore. And he was an expert decorator and painter, but I never met him because he died before I was born. But I probably got some of his skill as a painter. I've done so much decorating in this chateau with no training, and nobody's complained so far. So not to drag the paint too much, otherwise you get a lumpy surface. Nice and smooth from one side to the other. Try and get some paint in those little cracks that are in the wood still. Right, well that part has had a nice coat of primer and I've managed to get it really smooth. Obviously now I'm going to have to do the rest of the door, but I just wanted to show you this part before I finish it, because obviously you've seen me working on this for ages now, so what I'd rather do is just show you how I repair the bottom half, and then I'll just show you the rest of it all primed. But you can see here, look, there's absolutely, like, you would never know that that was rotten and that all of those pieces were missing, because that looks just like how it would have looked when it was new, painted obviously. So there you go. Obviously you've got some of these little marks in here where the wood has kind of split over the years. That gives it character. So there you have it. Just need to finish the rest of the priming, let that dry, and then we can start thinking about giving it a nice coat of the green paint. It's done. So I just probably need to put a little bit more paint on it when I get back, but because I'm going away for a couple of days, when I get back I'll finish it off, but it's basically done. It's weatherproof now, and actually an interesting tip here, what I actually do is when I paint windows, I don't use masking tape, I just paint straight onto the glass, and I use one of these, a special paint razor, which just takes it off. Well, it would do if this razor was sharp. It's actually blunt. So what I need to do is put a fresh razor on it when I get back, and you literally, you just go up like that, and you can see it actually overlaps onto the glass very slightly, which creates a proper seal around the where the glass meets the wood, so you don't get any water bleeding underneath the edges. So it's really good. But as I say, I'm in a bit of a rush because me and Ryan are going to go down to Stephanie's today. We're going to do a bit of filming there. So the next couple of vlogs will be from Chateau de la Londe. So when I get back, we can continue with the cottage. But for now, that's keeping the rain out, so I'm really pleased. We're all here. We've been in the car for, well, me and Ryan have been in the car for 4 hours so far. Benjamin,
2 hours.
2 hours. We picked him up halfway, so we are about 10 minutes from Stephanie's chateau right now.
Where are we going?
We're Ryan, you know I'm filming.
Yeah! I didn't know.
Yeah, I think you need to clean your window screen, Ryan. Look at the state of that, look.
Yeah, I know, it's a little bit dirty. I haven't cleaned it since I bought the car, actually.
You haven't cleaned it?
No, I'm sorry.
Disgraceful.
I've been busy helping you, Michael.
What do you think, Benjamin?
Like the insiders.
Oh, so I've just taken these two on a 4-hour trip.
Turn right onto Rembrandt 1, D951B.
It does speak. Where are we going? Right
I'm
here.
right here. We've arrived. I don't know where Stephanie is. We're going to have to go and find her. I think she's somewhere. Look at this. An epic music. Ta-da! Oh my god! So this is Dana. You must have met Dana before. Do you want to be filmed? You have to. Hello, Liam. How are you?
I'm great.
Nice to see you again. I'm going to go and find Stephanie. We're going to find her.
Welcome! No way! You're earlier than I thought!
It's me. I have arrived.
I can barely see you because that's a lot of kit you're holding in front of you. I'm going to come round
Like
for a
it.
cuddle.
Yeah, so this big rig thing actually makes it a lot easier to keep the thing steady.
It's amazing. Oh, you smell nice.
Do I?
Just sniffing, you know.
I've gone a bit Detective Petherick, can you see?
I like
Is it a bit weird? Like a bit 70s sex pest or just... That can't go in the vlog, can it?
I'm really happy. Can you tell?
Yeah. I think we need to sort this out. This.
Don't know what you're talking about. Don't know what you're talking about.
Madam Mystery.
My hair naturally grows.
Are you with us?
Two-tone. Detective Petherick.
Good.
Detective Petherick.
Oh, stop it.
Happy to see you. Come on, Detective Petherick. I've got some nibbles for
Oh, it's
you.
nibbles.
Oh, there are special
nibbles.
nibbles from Avignon.
So Ryan, I'm just going to show you to your bedroom.
Please do.
You are staying in Chambre de la Tour. It's the bedroom of the tower.
Oh, lovely.
The tower bedroom. And
excited
it is just down here. And actually, you will be sleeping next to some of my artwork.
Really?
No. This is Chambre Roger.
Okay, sorry.
This is not your room.
Oh, okay, sorry.
You
I got a
are-
bit excited then.
You are in de la Tour. If I can just find the light switch. Oh, how
look at
opulent.
this. Oh, I'm not used to this.
And actually, look at the walls. Look at the walls. See that panelling?
Yeah.
That's not real panelling.
No, it's not.
I painted it. So
You
it's,
painted it?
It's complet. It means to fool the eye. So basically,
Ah, trompé.
yeah.
Trompé.
Basically, it is painted to look three-dimensional. It's completely flat.
Wow.
So completely flat.
Is there anything you can't do, Michael?
Stop it. So there you go.
amazing.
Actually, this part here was my favourite because this part looked the most real, I think, out of all of them.
Yeah.
So there
I
you
love
go.
it. And it is completely flat, yeah.
Yeah.
Well done you.
Thanks, Ryan.
Good man.
Enjoy your room. There's
Thank
a toilet to the left.
Right.
And a shower and a sink to the right.
Lovely.
I think you'll be most comfortable here. And actually, there's a secret door
Yeah.
in here. I think you've already sussed it.
Yeah. Oh,
There's a secret door, yeah. You
break
open that.
it.
There's a little wardrobe in there. Open it up.
Ah, bonsoir. There's a little man in here. Yeah, that's good.
So that's the wardrobe, but behind the wardrobe's another door.
Right. Can I go through?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can go through. And that actually goes into
Wait for it.
a medieval staircase.
Oh, there's a little man in here as well. Yeah.
So we're now in the
That's really bright,
the 15th or 16th century medieval spiral staircase.
This is incredible.
Yeah.
I mean, I have no clue where I am. If you leave me here, that's it. I'm
leaving
here
you
all
here.
night.
Okay.
Oh,
Bye.
please don't go.
Bye, Ryan.
Okay.
Bye, Ryan. Joking. There you go.
Well, thank you for showing me that. And thank
Yeah.
you for showing me.
Well, actually, that is a little secret route into the bedroom next door. So I don't know who's in the bedroom next door. If you need to
Okay.
slip in there in the night, then you're more than welcome. So I'll leave you to it then.
Okay then.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Right, we've got 3 people vlogging in here. Do you want to vlog it from there?
I need the content.
It's not flash, it's lighting.
Come on, yeah.
Ryan, there you go. Stephanie Jarvis.
3 people are vlogging this.
Oh, how many people are vlogging?
3 people are currently
people.
vlogging.
I need to know.
Cheers! Cheers!